नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. Today we talk about some people who believes and some people who disbelieves. In Al-Baqarah, ayat number 212, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Zujina lillazina kafarul hayat dunya wa yasqaruna min allazina amanu. Beautified is the life of the world for those who disbelieve. They make a jest of the believers. In these verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using the two terms believes and disbelieves. If we think deeply, we can notice that Allah does not use the terms believers and disbelievers. Apparently, these two combinations of the terms look same, but there is a huge difference in their understanding. Generally, we say that believers are those who believes and disbelievers are those who disbelieves. But sometimes it happens vice versa. I'll elaborate it in another way. Sometimes those who claim to be the believers start disbelieving. And sometimes who claim to be the believers start believing. So in this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the matter of believing and disbelieving. Not about the persons who believes and who not about the believers and disbelievers. The people who claim to be the believers are categorized as Muslims. And Muslims are supposed to believe in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Muslims are supposed to believe in Allah's messengers. Muslims are supposed to believe in Allah's holy books. And Muslims are supposed to believe in the last day of judgment and life after death. And on the basis of these beliefs, they are entitled as believers. In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about those believers who start disbelieving. And not only they start disbelieving, but they start jesting those who believes. These two categories prevail in Muslims. And the more unfortunate thing is that we assume that the category of those who disbelieves actually exist in non-Muslims. But this is not the reality. This category prevails in Muslims who have started disbelieving. When these believers, in Muslims, get stuck in worldly affairs and try to get benefits in a wrong way, try to cheat others for some worldly favor, tell a lie, or think they are clever enough to face this world, make fun of others who are on the right path and the path of the believers, then these so-called believers come in the category of those who disbelieves. For example, those who have a strong belief that they will be asked about all their possessions on the day of judgment. They must take care of the time provided to them. They must take care of their spendings. They must take care of the time provided to them by spending it in a worship of Allah and other good deeds. Allah mentions in Quran to get Jannah. They must take care of their money by spending it in the way of Allah. And more of it, they must spend money in the way of Allah, in the way Allah likes them to spend. It is because they believe that they'll have a life after death. So they utilize their worldly possessions to earn Jannah. They must take care of their money by spending it in a way of Allah. They must direct their free will on the path of those whom Allah bestowed. It is the path of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers and the followers of his followers. They must seek guidance from Quran and Hadith. They spend their energies, free will, money, time, their free time, and all the resources to get the knowledge of Quran and Hadith. And most of the time, it happens that some believers who start disbelieving in the last day of judgment or in the life after death make a jest of these people who believes in life hereafter. They make fun of them by saying that you are after what you cannot see, and that you are sacrificing your this life's fun time to get unknown pleasure, and you are wasting your precious time in Allah's worship by saying prayers and learning Quran and other charity work and related to Islam and this and that. It's just sheer wastage of time, in their opinion. In this time when you are young, you can make your career in this world, and with your flourishing career you can earn more and more money, and with money you can get more and more comfort and more luxuries in this life, and by doing so you can get Jannah in this existing world. The believers who start disbelieving entitle those people who believes as fool or the people with less intelligence or the ones who are not clever. They make fun of their saying prayers 5 times a day. They make fun of their fasting schedules. They make fun of their charity or zakat distribution. They make fun of their habit of forgiveness. They make fun of their kind-hearted aptitude. They make fun of their all actions that could please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They cause hurdles of their right path by discouraging them and making jest of them. And for those believers who start disbelieving, Allah beautifies the life of this world. And this is the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for them, because of their that misdeed of making jest of those who believes. I'll repeat it. It's very important to understand. For those believers who start disbelieving, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala beautifies the life of this world for them. And this is the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for them, because of their that misdeed of making jest of those who believes. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keeps us in the list of those who believes till our last breath. Ameen Ya Rabbul Alameen.